Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Blingo back here with another video. Hope y'all all been living y'all truth. Today, we're going to be reacting to the video Hip Hop Serial Girlfriend Needs to Be Stopped. India Love by Lowaster. Shout out to Lowaster. We're going to get straight into the video. India Love takes she gets a lot of flack. I got some personal feelings about it, but not personal, but I got some feelings about it. Let's see what Lowaster got to say. But before we hit the video, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Please hit me with a like, hit me with, I do everything by myself. So, a little help is always great. But let's get into it.
The concept of being famous for being attractive is a strange one for the average person to fathom, as while Hollywood has been dominated by people who are genetically blessed in one way or the other, they usually supplement that with some other talent. But for someone like India Love, the opportunity to try and sing or appear on TV came as a direct result of her looks, rather than any skills that she exhibited beforehand. After making waves online since the Tumblr days, India Love transitioned to the OG Instagram baddie, and even once landed a reality TV show on BET titled The Westbrooks. Now, she has almost 650,000 followers on Twitch, but I can bet that this isn't really why you know her. Because for those who've either consciously charted her journey or simply saw her name crop up from time to time in the news, what India is best known for is being a love interest to the stars. And when it comes to men she's been with, there's a lengthy roll call to say the least. And now, 10 years plus since her star-studded dating life began, it appears that the emotional toll of this reckless run of high-profile relationships is beginning to become apparent.
I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my teenage phase. I went through a lot in my 20s.
And that right there. We'll start right there, Her teenage phase, guys. Her teenage phase, she been through a lot. She was famous off Tumblr, and she's the OG Instagram baddie. The OG Instagram baddie since she was a teenager. Like 18, maybe 17, 18. So keep that in mind.
I made a lot of mistakes, and there was a lot of people who drugged me through the dirt for it. And I believed it for a long time until I knew who I really was and whose I really was, which is yours, Lord.
So she's trying to switch things up before it's too late. It's your boy Lowaster, and this is the traumatic world of rap's serial girlfriend, India Love. And unfortunately for the IG starlet, it basically began the minute she was 18. Back when she was still growing up, India was only ever linked to her high school sweetheart, Ron Robinson, a football player who wound up being recruited to UCLA, but ultimately never made the league. However, one man who was watching her from afar was none other than The Game. Beginning the relationship when she was just 18, and the documentary rapper was 35.
Right there. Right there. She was 18. Game was 35, bro. It starts right there, bro. If you come into the game and you're 18, you're female, you're 18, and these rappers, these older rappers, way older than you, are dating you, and it's getting you something. It's getting you like hype. It's getting you attention. It's probably getting you brand deals, a TV show. That's going to be all you know. That's going to be all you know. You are low-key being molded into the girlfriend, the young girlfriend. But let's keep going.
That's obviously a pretty hefty age gap to navigate. Having said that, the way Game has conducted himself in the industry hasn't exactly suggested that he's the most mature man in the world. So it might have been less apparent than you think. Either way, their relationship was kept pretty low-key, with one notable exception. Way back in 2015, the two were caught doing some very heavy petting in a public park, with Game and India really sharing that intimate moment together in every way they could. Because it was captured by the paparazzi, it was hardly surprising that this became one of the early scandals that would cast a large shadow over her entire public image. For someone who was only 18,
that's wild though. I don't know how Game got away with that, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I don't know how Game got away with that, bro. Like, he was 35, and I love Game. I love Game music and stuff. I love the way he raps. He's in my top 10. But he was 35 and she was 18, bro. I don't know how he got away with that, bro.
18 at the time, this was obviously a fairly excruciating thing to endure. And while everyone makes mistakes, time and clarity has led India to believe this was no accident. And in one instance, she revealed that he orchestrated this embarrassing moment for publicity.
I was sitting there with him, and I look, and there's a van with a big camera. Then he goes, well, guess you're gonna see us on the vlogs tomorrow. I personally think that he knows that my name's this, so he wanted to keep his name tied to mine.
Meanwhile, Game has openly discussed the viral moment during a recent 20 vs 1, perhaps supporting the argument that he had no reason to feel shame about it because he knew what was to come.
So I have a question.
Sure.
I'm a really big fan of India Love.
Of who?
India Love.
Oh, right.
And I was just wondering, what did her smell like in this picture?
Shit, that's...
What? Why would you ask that question? Like, why would you ask that question? Like, that's crazy, but okay.
Yeah, so, you know, for me, what I would say is that India had a pretty floral smelling vagina.
That's what I imagined too.
After around 3
That's crazy. Like, see, now look, this is why like conspiracies and stuff start, because she said that he did that on purpose, basically. Like, she think that he did it on purpose. It was a camera there and everything. And he said, well, guess we're going to be on, you know, on TMZ or whatever. Like, why would you set that up? You know, like, why would you want to set at the age gap, with the age gap? Why would you set that up? Some people will say, oh, that's a humiliation ritual or whatever, you know, some kind of humiliation thing. And then it kind of like, it's like a little bit of a thing, and then it kind of just goes away. It's so weird how that happens, you know? I would have never expected that to go away.
3 years of seeing each other on and off, the relationship officially fell apart once and for all. But rather than trash her ex, India kept her cards far closer to her chest than he had.
All right, so I'm gonna name 3 people, and you can't think about it. You just have to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I name these people. The game.
The game. That's what came to my mind. First thing that comes to my mind, I said, the game. A game.
A game.
A game.
And since then, this has generally been her approach when it comes to any man she's dealing with, preferring to move in silence as much as possible.
Your exes were being petty and you posted a scripture and you were like, let God handle it. Do you find though that you have to now just resort to like praying when it comes to that? Because now you're in the public eye and people try and come for you.
Yeah, everybody comes for me for whatever reason that I don't know, and I'm still trying to figure out. I was so upset because I'm like, why me? Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything to anybody, and they all just like hate me or something. And I learned that, you know, your silence is more golden in that situation than anything. And a prayer can only help them and, you know, help the situation if anything, so.
From there, things didn't always get much more age appropriate, with India dating a man 3 years older than the game when she linked up with Rick Ross.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Now she dating Rick Ross? Rose is 3 years older than the game. So game was 35. That means Rose is 38. This is a young girl. She got to be 18, 19 now, probably, right? Y'all really, a lot of people clown her and say that she's getting around, but yo, she's getting passed around at a young age, bro. Like, if that's happening in the industry at a young age, that's what you call, you know, it's kind of getting to molding in the grooming, even though she's of age, but it's still very young in the industry to get dating these older guys. Like, you're gonna continue to do that. It's like that's all you know, bro.
It all began when they started dancing with each other at a club in October 2016, looking very cozy to say the least. But this time, the whole situation was much more short-lived, with India dating Rose in the aftermath of breaking off his engagement. However, the Teflon Don wasn't even the only rapper she was linked to at this time, as if the rumors are true, then she was only hooking up with a friend turned rival of his, sparking a situation that drove a wedge between India and a family member. This time, the man in question was Drake, with India once again
I was hoping that Drake wasn't in this. I was hoping after all the, the allegations about Drake and the young girls, I was hoping that he was not in this one. I was hoping that he wasn't.
Apparently helping to ease the pain after a major split. At the time, an insider told E! News that Rihanna and Drake are seeing other people at the moment. They are not exclusive anymore. They still love each other, but their schedules have gotten in the way. Before a second source then revealed that Drake and India Love have been hooking up for at least a few weeks. Drake could just be hooking up with India Love now to piss off Rihanna, which has clearly worked. For India, taking over from Rihanna would have been extra sweet, as one of her exes, former basketball player Cliff Dixon, had cheated on her with the Barbados-born pop star. However, it turns out it wasn't as simple as that, with her time alongside Champagne Poppy apparently sparking a rift between India and her sister Crystal. Shortly after the news of India and Drake's situationship hit the web, Crystal let it be known that she'd hit it first, and seemed to be less than pleased by what had gone down.
Come on, you beefing with your sister over Drake? Come on, girl. What's going on with y'all? But that's young girls. That's young girl stuff.
Well, this is getting really awkward. That awkward moment when she holds on your exes, hashtag I feel like Ray J, I need answer sway. While it never really morphed into a full-fledged relationship, Drizzy later showed love to India during his virtual guest appearance at Streamers University.
And India, after all these years, all the love that we shared, and, our friends and our families knowing each other, I just wanted to say, you'll always be my dog. You'll always be my dog. I got love for you. I'm proud of you.
India.
Just why? Just why? Just why?
Briefly spoke about the shout out afterwards, but was typically coy about it.
At the end of Streamer University, Drake got on there and said congratulations to everybody, but he singled you out in a way and just said, you'll always be his dog. Were you surprised to hear that? Did you expect to hear it?
No, it definitely shocked me. I was over there like, wait, what? I was in the crowd like, everybody's looking at me. I'm like, wait, I didn't really hear it because I was still stuck on the last thing that he said. But I was definitely surprised, and it was good to see and hear from him and make sure, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it cool to hear that shout out? Or
Hell yeah. I mean, it's Drake, what the fuck? Of course. But yeah, he's a legend. I appreciated it. It was cute, it was cool.
As for her and Crystal, the siblings have patched things up, but there are still moments where things get a little tense, such as when Crystal objected to India making a joke about her being pregnant.
You guys, she's fishing for this. You guys are giving her exactly what she's fishing for.
What am I fishing for? I'm eating lunch with you.
You're eating for two, remember? I keep a couple on my roster, nigga.
I want to apologize not only to my sister Crystal, but to everyone who believed me when I was trolling and saying that she was pregnant. My sister Crystal is not pregnant. I joke around a lot on and off camera, and I didn't think that it was going to be taken to the context of where my sister is now upset at me and not talking to me.
In the case of Drake and Rose,
y'all know that stuff be fake, right? Like, come on. They do that instead. That's like streamer stuff. They do that type of stuff to bring, engagement to the stream, and then people gonna be clipping it like, oh look, India exposed her sister for being pregnant. India is supposed to, it's for clicks. So when you see stuff like that, in the streamer world, you always got to kind of think like this is probably planned,
It seems like India basically functioned as a rebound after some of their biggest relationships fell apart. But in some cases, rappers didn't even wait for that to happen before making their move. Now, before we get into the more personal side of this comeback, quick word from today's sponsor, ZocDoc. And then keep putting it off. It's a free read. They've got available usually happening off those doctor book. Now let's get back into it. And this is what went down with Rich the Kid, as the Plug Walk artist got caught in 4K trying to rendezvous with her when he was anything but single. Taken to his IG in order to expose the rapper, his wife shared messages between them, as well as a whole assortment of other girls that he was communicating with, and possibly a whole lot more. To India's credit, she seemed to repeatedly inquire about his marital status, with Rich repeatedly deceiving her and saying that he wasn't, while claiming that he wanted to get to know her more. By the looks of it, this deception didn't fly with India.
Dang, Rich the Kid was young? He was young though. I think he was young. He got married young.
Because while he remained thirsty even after this encounter, she refused to entertain him. In a series of posts from a friend of hers, she leaked messages where Rich pleaded, "Bro, tell India unblock me." In response, she said, "Not going to happen. You got us f***ed up." To which he simply asked, "How?" To really complete his humiliation, India's friend then posted a screenshot with the caption, "@LadyLuscious, please come get your husband out of my DMs. Thank you." Clearly, India has lines that she won't cross. But being such a visible—
Yeah, you gotta be a dirty dude to be married, right? And publicly known to be married. And then you go and try to jump in people's DMs. That's very, very risky. Like, that's a very, very big risk. That's why when you get married, y'all, you're married. You're married. Like, that's it. Like, you're married. If you still feel like you want to play around and do all this type of stuff, maybe you shouldn't get married yet. Maybe you shouldn't get married. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Personality means that anytime she is around a man, the rumor mill starts up. This happened between her and Roddy Ricch, with the fact that she posted an IG video where he could be seen in the background, sending the gossip pages into overdrive. This meant that India had to go on record and attempt to clarify what the whole situation really was. Roddy and I aren't together, and I apologize for the accidental video post that led to the assumption. Two friends who enjoy each other's time. That's literally life. Despite her protests, it appears not everyone believed her. Most notably, another girl who had ties to the Compton rapper. At one stage, India almost wound up in a brawl with his baby mama, Ali K, after they encountered each other in public.
Where is that picture?
What
do you need? Are you okay? You don't need nothing. I'm perfect. You came up to me with energy. You want to talk? I don't. I haven't talked to you. No, you came to me. You're not doing nothing but talking. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Amid the public intrigue over what went—
Yo, I don't know. Sometimes, I don't be believing everything, bro. That seemed fake. That seemed fake to me too, right? I don't know, man. I don't know.
down, Ali K took to IG to claim it wasn't actually about Roddy specifically, but things that had been said about she and the MC's child. I let you slide for 5, cause nobody was tripping off a goer. I respect the hustle, Ali K wrote, adding, over a boy? If he not mine, he ain't my problem. Y'all only know one piece of the story, and trust me, I hear y'all, but I don't, LOL. This ain't that. If you think I'm tripping, I am. Y'all let people disrespect you and your kid if y'all want to. Her homeboy shouldn't have to put his hands on me. Stop letting people lie to y'all so easily, she added. Stop playing when you know what the truth is. Ultimately, everyone has moved on since then, and things didn't go any further. But if you thought that was dramatic, it was nothing compared to what happened during her time with Lil Yachty. Although it's unclear how much time the two spent together, what we do know is that they wound up creating a beef. Because while he was trying to wife up India, Lil Boat was thrown into conflict with Soulja Boy after he—
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Yo. So they had problems from back in the day then, because Soulja Boy and Yachty had problems more recent. So they had to have problems. Yo, it's crazy, bro.
Uploaded a throwback of the two into Instagram. Their ties actually go back to the extent that he even guested on BET reality TV show The Westbrooks.
Soulja Boy is a great friend and I love hanging out with him, and so when he asked me to go out for ice cream, of course I said yes, and I have an ulterior motive.
So what's poppin'?
I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's all
I've been
good.
working. You've been working.
We both been working. Make some time, you know what I'm saying? Even though with the crazy schedules.
I wonder how old Soulja Boy was at this time. And look at Soulja Boy hairline. He do that on purpose, bro. Look, it could literally go straight, but you're choosing to make it go like slanted like this. Look, you're choosing to slant it. You don't have to do this, Soulja Boy. Tell your barber to stop doing that. I'm starting to think that he did that on purpose. He does that on purpose because it went viral. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Come to the studio.
Always.
So maybe dating India Love is another thing that Soulja Boy can claim to have done first. Whatever's the case, they were definitely apart by the time that Bo tried to check him for uploading a picture of the two together, with Yachty sliding into the OG's DMs to reprimand him over the image. Yo G, you wildin' on the gram. India my shorty. I fuck with you bro. You know that, but you gotta take it down. And in typically combative fashion, Draco let it be known that this wouldn't fly. You want beef?
Hey, everybody that keep on writing me talking about, man, Lil Yachty, he a fan of you, he look up to you. Man, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You shouldn't text me asking about no keep talking about, nigga. You ain't never even met this in your life, nigga. I've been rocking with this girl for years, my nigga. Don't never in your life, write me and tell me to take a picture down of me and my girl. I'll slap the shit out you. Fuck Lil Bo. Alright, this is my last video for that ass, ugly ass Lil Bo. Boy, you black as hell, boy. You ugly as your hair look like Twizzlers, boy. I snatch them bees out your motherfucking head, you little ass nigga.
Soulja Boy is funny though. He is funny. He said his hair looked like Twizzlers. Like it's so wrong, Soulja Boy. But I am starting to notice a pattern with India Love. Every time she dates somebody, there's like a beef with someone else who wanted to date her, or she's dating somebody else's man, or it's like some kind of like drama every time. Now, I don't know if she had the show at the time, but it just seems like every time it's drama, like every time, bro, it's like, you know, it gets a little crazy.
Nigga, I don't even with you. Your music whack as You called my management telling me I need to meet Soulja. I met your ass at my house. You was whack. I heard your song one night on, bro. That shit was lame as You was a groupie. You talking about Soulja, I look up to you. I'm your biggest fan. But look, bro, when I see you, I'ma beat you, bro. On my mom. I'ma beat your motherfucking ass, bro. You shouldn't have texted my phone. You know you up, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Big Soulja, nigga.
In a further post, Soulja Boy looked to twist the knife, even posting more throwbacks as well as recent chat logs proving they still communicated. How is this your girl when I've been rocking with her before you? How's she your girl and we've been rocking for years? Meanwhile, Lil Yachty responded on his own terms with a live freestyle dedicated purely to dissing a rapper that he'd previously said was an influence.
Soulja Boy, I said, Soulja Boy, you been sad. Lil Bo came in with a lot of niggas, busting on your. I know that you mad. It's Lil Bo, bitch. I'm so glad. I'm so rich, living like a rich. Goddamn mad, cause I'm on this bitch. Soulja Boy is a bitch. It's Lil Bo though. It's a boat though. So many diamonds, if I drown, I'm a float. Oh, whoa.
Naturally, Lil Bo and India didn't last long after a situation.
That was not good. That was not good. But it was a freestyle, so, you know, we'll cut him some slack.
Situation like this. But she did wind up playing his love interest in the video for Forever Young in 2017. Since then, encounters between them in public have been very amicable and suggested that they're still on good terms.
What?
Keep saying your name.
I didn't hear you say my name. How are you? Say hi to my chat. W Miles in the chat. I'm blessed. I love your outfit. Wow. Okay, cool. I expected to sell out. Don't worry.
Sorry, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, always.
But it's safe to say that this is not always the case when she's had flings with rappers, where
like, yo, see? Look, guys, when it comes to India Love, man, I think she gets too much slander online, and I don't think she deserves it completely because, bro, she's been in the industry since she was 18 years old, and she was dating older rappers. And she's getting clout from it. Brand deals, money, TV shows, just stuff, you know, just stuff. That's all she knows. I think now that she's getting older from the first clip, when she was talking about it, like she was crying and stuff, she's probably starting to see now that, you know, she was taken advantage of in a way. You know, let's keep it real. She kind of was, right? It's easy for, you know, when you're 18, you're still very young. You know, you're still very young. An older guy could talk to you and you know, might say, you know, this might be open to it. And then especially if they're established, rich already, like you might, as a young girl, you might go for it. You know what I mean? So you can't really blame her that much, because sometimes I think she's more of a victim than some kind of serial girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's kind of like a victim of the industry and getting into the industry very young. And on top of that, dating. Like, that's kind of crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm going to end the video right here. If you guys want to watch the whole video, it's 35 minutes. Go to Luista's page, give him a like, give him a shout out. I mean, give him a subscribe and all that. And you guys probably enjoy it. But let me know what y'all think about the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram at BlingoForVero, at BlingoTTM Clips. Shop VeroVeroClothing.net, even though I'm not wearing Vero right now. But shop VeroVeroClothing.net, and I'll see you at the next video, guys. Peace.